Hello, Turbo Girl. We will learn 4 types of WH questions today, and they are questions beginning with which, why, whose, and how. We use different WH words when we want to find out about different types of information. Let's first look at the WH word which. We usually use which to ask about people or things when there is a limited choice. For example, which chair did Monchi break? We usually use why to ask about reason. For example, why did Monchi break the yellow chair? We usually use whose to ask about belonging to. For example, whose chair is this? And finally, we can use how to ask in what way. For example, how did Monchi break the yellow chair? In addition, we often use how to ask about health. For example, how are you feeling? We also use how with adjectives, for example, old, or quantifiers, for example, much or many, to ask questions such as, how old are you? How much money did she lose? How many brothers and sisters do you have? There are 4 steps to form a WH question. Let's now learn how to form a WH question correctly from the sentence, Monchi broke the yellow chair. Let's say we wish to find out the reason why Monchi broke the chair. Step 1. Add the correct WH word at the beginning of the question. Since we wish to know about reason, we use the WH word why. So we have why Monchi broke the yellow chair. Step 2b. If the verb is made up of only one word, add either do, did, or does before the subject to form the WH question and change the verb to its root form. Did is used for past tense. Do is used for the present tense plural, and does is used for the present tense singular. So we use did and change broke to its root form break. Why did Monchi break the yellow chair? If the action is described using more than one word for the verb, such as are breaking in the sentence, Monchi and Rambo are breaking the yellow chair, we must use step 2a and not step 2b. Step 2a. Move the first word of the verb phrase before the subject. In this sentence, the verb phrase is are breaking. So we move the first word in the verb phrase are before the subject noun Monchi and Rambo. The sentence becomes, why are Monchi and Rambo breaking the yellow chair? Step 3. Remove the answer from the question. If we form the WH question, which chair did Monchi break? From the sentence, Monchi broke the yellow chair, we must remove the word yellow from the question because yellow is the answer to the WH question with which. However, if we want to form the WH question with who in who broke the yellow chair from the same sentence, Monchi broke the yellow chair, we must remove the word Monchi this time because it is the answer to the WH question with who. Step 4. Change the full stop to a question mark. So we have, why did Monchi break the yellow chair? Now, Turbo Girl, what have you learned in today's lesson?
We learned 4 types of WH words, and they are which, why, whose, and how. We use WH words at the beginning of a WH question to find out more about something. We usually use which to ask about people or things when there is a limited choice. For example, which chair did Monchi break? We usually use why to ask about reason. For example, why did Monchi break the yellow chair? We usually use whose to ask about belonging to. For example, whose chair is this? And finally, we can use how to ask in what way. For example, how did Monchi break the yellow chair?
Well done, Turbo Girl.